I have something I have to say about Jamie Lee Curtis. It's in reaction to what she said about Charlie Kirk. I haven't been a fan of Jamie Lee Curtis for a long time because of her liberal politics, her liberal views. I haven't watched anything she's done in a long time. But for her to actually say that it was terrible and a tragedy and to cry over Charlie Kirk's death, that is the first time that I have heard anybody on that side of the political table actually say something human. Actually say, this death is horrible. I'm telling you right now, if something happened to one of the, say, the Democrat leaders, I'm not going to name names, or if something terrible happened to someone who is a supporter of the liberals, or is a liberal themselves, which that's bad grammar, and I apologize. I would not be cheering if something terrible happened to that person. I wouldn't be saying that person got what he or she deserved. I wouldn't be supporting the person who did the terrible act. Paul Pelosi getting the crap beat out of him, I'm not cool with that. Even though I think Nancy Pelosi and her politics are BS. But for her husband to get beat up over something that she said or did, no. And even if she was the one who got attacked, no. Not because you disagree with someone politically. That's just not right. And that's all I can say, really. Jamie Lee Curtis showed just a smidge of human compassion, and next thing you know, the left is crapping all over her and saying she's gone conservative and things like that. No, she's become human, or she said something human. She was sympathetic, empathetic, however you want to say it. And it made me breathe a little better, to be honest. It did. Because it's about time that anybody whose politics disagreed with someone else's was nice, I don't want to say nice, what do I want to say? Was compassionate. When Trump nearly got assassinated, when he got that piece shot out of his ear, and there were liberals that were saying, damn, missed it by that much, and crap like that. No. When Trump nearly got assassinated another couple times, they were like, damn. When the Trump death hoax happened, when people were saying, man, we were looking for... No, you don't look forward to someone's death. Joe Biden, I don't agree with anything he did or anything that was done in his name. Okay? But when he dies, and I imagine it's going to happen before long, mostly because of whatever neurological disorder that he's got. When he dies, I'm not going to cheer. If anybody in the Democrat Party Crockett, Pelosi, Elizabeth Warren, AOC, Al Green, any of them, if they were to pass, whether naturally or unnaturally, I'm not cheering. I'm going to feel sorry for that person's family. You can't think of it as conservative or liberal. You got to think husband, wife, brother, sister, daughter, son, father, mother. You think of it along those terms. Otherwise, you're just not a human being. You're not a person. And we need the humanity back. Especially in America. In Canada too, from what I've heard. All over the world. We need the humanity back. And I know I may have said something, whether in social media or in a video, I don't remember, about illegal immigrants. The only reason I am against illegal immigration is because these, again, the liberals, the ones who say, oh, let them in, let them stay, let them become citizens, all this. If I were to pop up a tent in their backyard and say, I'm not going to bother you, I'm just going to stay in my little corner of the yard, I won't even ask to use your bathroom. If I were to do that, they would lose their flipping minds. Okay? They would absolutely lose their minds. And they'd call the police and they'd have me gotten out of there. But and I'm not even a violent person. I wouldn't bother that person. I would just say, I'll do my thing, you do yours. But no, they would not have that. But people are coming over here who are violent criminals, who are selling fentanyl, smuggling other people, performing violent acts against American citizens. You can't let them stay. Okay? And Trump has already said, worst first. We're getting out first the ones who are like MS-13 members and other criminal organizations, members of them. And then we'll worry about the ones who are here, who are taking our resources without doing anything. For example, the ones who come here and immediately get on food stamps, get on free health care, get on any kind of government support. No. That can't be allowed. I mean, people like me, I'm on Social Security Disability and SSI. I can't pay my bills each month. I can't afford to pay my bills each month. My rent and electric pretty much chews up my checks. So I have to be, what's the word? I have to get creative when it comes to paying bills. I have to figure out, I have to call the different companies and say, is it okay if I short you a little this month and I'll try to get caught up? Which I wasn't even going to talk about illegal immigration. I was just going to keep it strictly Jamie Lee Curtis. But when I said that about we need the humanity back, I know there are people who are going to say, well, what about the illegal immigrants? If somebody breaks into your house and says, oh, I'm not going to steal anything from you, not directly, I'm just going to live here from now on. No, you're not going to go for that. It's been shown that there were a couple of guys, you may have seen the video. They go around and they knock on people's doors and they ask them, how do you feel about illegal immigration? And the person says, oh, I think they should stay. I think it's a good idea for them to stay. And then they bring a bus with like 20 guys in it and say, okay, great, you're for illegal immigrants, here's a bunch of them, they can stay with you. And all of a sudden that person's like, no, can't do it. It's the same thing. It really is. We cannot afford to support millions of people from outside the country when there are people who were born in this country and still live in this country who, like myself, can't pay their bills, who need help, who can't get help because there are other people who just came here who are getting the help that we need. I've seen recently at least one organization that has raised millions of dollars to help people outside the United States. We need help here. Okay? Excuse my cough. As you saw a moment ago, you may have noticed I was holding a cigarette. Yes, I smoke. I try not to do it much. I know I should quit. I know I can't really afford it, especially after me griping about I can't pay my bills. But nobody here who's watching this video can tell me that they don't spend money on something they don't really need or shouldn't have. There are people watching this video who probably spend money on alcohol instead of spending it on groceries. And it doesn't matter that you've got plenty of groceries. If you still spend it on alcohol, that's not something that you need for your day-to-day life. Not unless you have a problem, in which case get help. But I wasn't going to talk about all this. I wasn't going to talk about illegal immigration or anything like that. I get started talking, and it's hard for me to stop. It's like a genetic disorder. My entire family does it. I've gotten telemarketers to hang up, okay? And I'm not being facetious. I'm not being hyperbolic. I have literally gotten telemarketers to hang up. And it's really not that hard. I might do a video about how to get telemarketers to hang up on you soon. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. And I know I look like crap. I know my hair needs brushed and all this. I have issues, okay? Physical issues. I need help. But I'm embarrassed to ask for help. Because I don't like getting help from someone if I can't reciprocate. I don't like asking someone to do something for me if I can't give them something. Whether it's money or groceries or what have you. Even the organizations that are supposed to help you, that are there to help you with rent, electric, things of this nature. I don't like asking them for help. I don't like having to ask them for help. It embarrasses me. I just can't do it. Anyway, I've been talking long enough. It's been over 15 minutes. I meant for this to be a 5-minute video about Jamie Lee Curtis, and I got sidetracked. Anyway, if you watched it to the end, I appreciate it. If you would like the video at least, I'm not going to ask you to subscribe because the videos that I post are few and far between. But if you would at least like the video, maybe share the video, I'd appreciate it. If you don't want to share it, that's fine too. But at least like the video so I know somebody watched it. And that they agree, and I know that somebody at least agreed with part of the video. And if you want to comment, whatever you want to comment, whether you agree with me, disagree with me, what have you, go for it. I love talking to people. I love talking in general. Oh, and if you're wondering about this, no, nobody beat me up. I was sitting cross-legged. I want to say Indian style, but most people would know what I mean. Some people might take offense. But I was sitting with my legs crossed on the couch, sideways. There was a bottle of water in the floor. I reached to get it, slid sideways off the couch, and there's about a 3-foot set of plastic drawers that are next to the couch, and I bammed my jaw right on top of those drawers. And at first, the bruise wasn't too bad, and then it got pretty bad. It got about to be this big. And I don't know if you can see, there's a little scab there. I didn't even know for a couple days that I had scraped my chin until I went to scratch my chin and the scab came off. But as you can see, the bruise is a lot better. It's a lot paler around the scab, which is good because I don't even know why I told you that. And now it's been almost 20 minutes. Figures. Anyway, like I said, like if you would, please. Comment. Let me know what you think about the video, whether it's about what I've said, or what I look like, or any of it. I'd appreciate interaction. I don't get a lot of that. Okay? But some form of interaction would be nice. Anyway, you guys, you take care. It is, what time is it? God, it's 9:45 at night. I need to take my meds and go to bed soon. I got caught up between talking about this and watching Ultimate Spider-Man on Disney Plus, which I get Disney Plus and Hulu for $2.99 a month right now. And the only reason I watch it, I keep it, is because partly because it's cheap, partly because Disney has a lot of the older cartoons like Spider-Woman from the 1970s or 80s, early 80s. Spidey and His Amazing Friends. The Avengers stuff. The Black Panther stuff. Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm pretty sure is on here. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm fairly certain, with it being a Marvel project. I'm a geek, okay? I'm a geek. But I will keep it just for the cartoons and the superhero stuff. And, they have, Gargoyles, the old 1980s cartoon. That is serious nostalgia for me. And I don't care about... I might not watch a lot of the newer stuff, especially the woke, liberal stuff, but if it's something that's good, like when Tim Burton redid Dumbo, at first I was like, oh my God, why did they let him near another child's movie? But he did a good job on that. I'll give him credit for that. And it's got Colin Farrell, Danny DeVito, Alan Arkin was in it. But it was a good movie. Yes, it was shades of gray. It was not very colorful, but it was a good movie. I would watch that again. I'd better let you go. Y'all have a good night. It's almost 10 o'clock at night, my time. Let me know what you think. Good or bad. Appreciate it. Talk to you later. Bye.